Good morning, everybody. I want to start by thanking everyone who has come to speak or sent in a piece from one of the other branches of our new multi-faith hub. We're so appreciative that you came to our service today to talk about the building up of our hub. While you're here, I'd like to tell you all a story. It's a story written by Ellen Weiss about a doozer named Cottonpin and a lesson she learns about leadership. One thing I can tell you about doozers is that they love to build. They spend all their time building, and then the Fraggles come along and eat the buildings, which makes more space for the doozers to keep building. Cotterpin, on the other hand, loved to draw much more than she loved to build. That's why Cotterpin worked for the architect. The architect drew all the plans for the doozer buildings. Well, one day the architect got sick and put Cotterpin in charge of all the designs while they were away. Cotterpin was super excited to be the architect. Finally, she would be able to show everyone all the great ideas she had, and she could lead the doozers to building some of the greatest things they've ever built. In fact, she decided to draw the most beautiful building the doozers had ever built. Cotterpin was going to design the perfect building. She drew many designs before settling on one, and after much time and effort, she brought a complete plan to the rest of the doozers. Now, doozers aren't much for getting excited about things, but the chance to build a super special building like this one got them all fired up. All the doozers worked together to build the perfect building Cotterpin had designed. They built it an echo cavern where there would be lots of space. After it was finished, they looked back at their new perfect building with awe. After a while, one of the doozers named Drillbit spoke up. "Well, I guess we should let the Fraggles eat it." "Seems a shame, though," answered another one named Crankshaft. "It's so nice." That's when Cotterpin had an idea. Maybe if we set up ropes to keep the Fraggles away and guard the building, we can keep it up. So that's what they did. They roped off the building to keep it safe from the Fraggles. "What now?" asked Crankshaft. "It seems silly to go back to building regular old buildings after we made, well, that." That's when Cotterpin had another idea. "We could try something else. We could try playing games and having hobbies." Drillbit thought about this. "We've never done that before. I guess we could try it for a bit." And they did. They tried games like having radish rolling races and hobbies like collecting cave moss. But it wasn't long before everyone realized how bored they were. They went back to look at their perfect building and thought that while it was very beautiful, they were starting to notice ways that it could be made better and improved. Eventually, they decided to have a talk with Cotterpin. Now, by the time they came to talk to Cotterpin, she was already bored in her office. She missed drawing new buildings, and she could see how bored the rest of the doozers were getting. So when the knock on her door came and the doozers said, "Cotterpin, we're bored," she said, "Of course you're bored. We're all bored. What we really like to do is work." So she drew up a quick sign saying, "This way to Echo Cavern, all you can eat," and dashed off to her perfect building to the cheers of the doozers who were following her. Already, Cotterpin was thinking about how this building may have been perfect, but how their next one was going to be much better. Thank you for listening.